Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing well today. So in this video, we're going to be talking about 9.1 and what my plans are. Personally, in the channel, in game, all that sort of stuff. So my primary goal is to keep growing the channel. My channel is my biggest focus at the moment. I'm loving putting out content. I'm loving the fact that it's being well received and things like that. So that's going to be a big part of it. I'm currently going through the dilemma I have every patch. I don't like to play a class for more than a patch. In fairness, I reroll quite a lot anyway, but I don't like to play my class a class for more than a patch, and that's just because I get super duper bored. If I played the same thing all day, every day, in Mythic Plus, in Raid, in things like that, I would hate it. I would just be so bored that I just wouldn't enjoy playing. And that's kind of where I've been at recently, where I've just not wanted to play the game all too much. I've been playing a lot of Classic and enjoying Classic actually, but it's time to get ready for 9.1. It's going to be coming soon. Might not be here right now, but it's coming soonish, and I'd certainly want to be ready for it. So there's a couple of things I need to try and decide. First of all is what I'm going to be playing primarily in 9.1. Now, this patch, I set myself a couple of goals early on. I said I wanted to get Keystone Master, I wanted to do this, that, and whatever. I got ahead of the curve quite early, I got Keystone Master quite early, and in fairness, I kind of teetered off after that. So 9.1 is the time for me to start going a little bit more tryhard. 9.1, I want to go in, I want to be getting at least one class all to 20 Mythic Pluses done to get the teleports. I think it's quite an achievable goal. It's something that would be quite fun to do and see. To do that, I'm thinking the class that I'll be playing is Mage. And if so, I'll probably also be playing Mage in Raid. Now, Mage have just received some nerfs on the PTR, and I can't see them changing all too much. Mages have been in such a strong spot. But actually, if you look at the three specs of Mage, Arcane is in... It's not really a meta spec, but it certainly can actually pump numbers, especially in Raid. I think Frost is absolutely insane and very underrated. And Fire, I still think Fire is going to be good for anything that's uncapped. Now, you got to remember that most groups, most Mythic Plus groups, especially those that are pugged, won't be doing anything that requires uncapped AoE. And therefore, mages lose a lot, or certainly Fire mages lose a lot of that kind of no upper cap damage because there's just not enough targets to hit. When you're doing the MDI and you're pulling 50 mobs together, yeah, sure, it's cool to see a mage doing all of that damage. That doesn't really exist in pugs. And actually, you'll be very surprised how often you go into a pug as a fire mage, or certainly with a fire mage, and they don't really do anything. They're last on DPS, they have occasional bursts of combust, but yeah, they don't really do too much. Because they're not being played in the right scenario where they can have that benefit of being a mage. However, I still think having a mage in your group is going to be nice. It brings Time Warp. It brings... like I said, I think Frost is very underrated and potentially could see some play. I'm certainly going to be testing it out and trying it out very shortly. If it's not mage, I've looked towards Warlock. I think Warlocks are going to be in a great place again. Boomy has been my typical backup character for many years. But Boomy is... I tried playing it on PTR. I didn't like it. I don't like the Convoke playstyle where it's all kind of builds up to that moment. And then you do tons of damage and then you kind of do minimal stuff for the rest of your rotation. Wraths still feel like they hit for nothing, things like that. The whole spec's weird to play and I just don't enjoy it. Your dots aren't powerful, and Boomkin was originally the Moonfire spam class. It was originally the class built to do a lot of dot damage and Starfall cleave things down, and we seem to be moving away from that, not further towards it. So, and that's fine. That's the kind of obviously game developers and things like that choice, but it's just not what I want from the class, and therefore I probably won't play it, which is my choice. So I think Mage is looking very good. Unless anything really majorly changes, I think Mage will probably be what I play. However, what I want to be doing, and one thing that I'm certainly going to push for, is I want to push Keystone Master at least, so 15s on every dungeon timed on every class. Now, I might not play every spec. I might not do it on every spec. One, that's quite a lot of Mythic Plus dungeons to do. But the other part to that is it's just some just aren't. They're not fun to play in Mythic Plus. Trying to do Mythic Plus as a Demo Warlock or I don't know, like a sub rogue, they're not fun for me. Whereas going in and trying to do it as Outlaw or Assassination or Affliction Warlock, that's much more interesting. So what I will try to do, I think, is the classes that have like multiple roles. I'll try to fill both roles, like a Druid. I'll try to tank, heal, and DPS. I think as a DK, I'll try to tank and DPS. But I want to go through and try and do all that. I've almost got every character up to 60. This was a fresh account at the start of Shadowlands, so almost every character is up to 60 now. Kind of slacked off with it a little bit. As you can see, I'm doing my DK at the same time here. And yeah, so that's kind of an overarching goal for the season. One character I want to push and get all the 20s, and everything else is going to be kind of just casually ranked up over the season. The seasons are lasting long enough that I've got time to do it. Yeah, so if there's any classes you guys particularly want to see, any specs, things like that, if there's no kind of interest in it, or not interest, but if there's no kind of recommendations or things like that, I'll probably just play whatever's best. But we're going to be trying to learn a lot. We might do some with some actual groups. We might push Keystone Master with pugs and see how that goes. We might set ourselves some challenges, make things a little bit easier or harder. All that good stuff that's to come on the channel in 9.1. So the main highlights of this video, first of all, we're likely going to be playing Mage. If not Mage, it's because something majorly changes. Majorly changes. Yeah, pun. And everything else then will be playing as many roles as I can in things like Mythic Plus. I want to tank a lot of Mythic Pluses. I want to go through and just actually enjoy Mythic Plus content. I haven't really this season all too much. After I got Keystone Master, I've just taken a back seat. I don't like that. So, what's to come before 9.1? Because 9.1 isn't here yet. It's going to be a little while yet. So the first thing I'd like to do is get my mage to 60 and geared. He isn't actually 60 yet. He's 52, I believe. I'd like to get into 60 geared, and I'd actually like to push Keystone Master this season. So that's what's coming up on the channel very shortly. I'm going to be gearing him up, literally taking a fresh level 60 character and pushing to Keystone Master as quick as possible. So that's something, if you are interested, something coming to the channel very shortly. So guys, I'm going to leave this video here for now. I wanted to do like tank prediction meta videos and things like that, or DPS prediction meta videos. There's still too much that can change on the PTR at the moment, so I won't be doing them right now, but I will be doing them in the future. There will be something that's coming to the channel. So guys, I want to say thank you again for all the support the channel's received in recent months. It's grown massively, and I'm so thankful for it. And yeah, I will speak to you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Catch you later, guys. Bye.